Right, here we are at Wycoller National Park, and is this the oldest bridge in the UK? I strongly suspect here would have had some handrail connected into this post, possibly going along there. Now obviously it's been washed out a few times, and rebuilt, but basically we strongly suspect that this is the one of the oldest long-standing bridges in the UK. There's supposed to be a few more around here, so we'll go out and check those out in a minute. Now, this is what you call a clapper bridge, and these were originally from some old English or some old Celtic, whatever name, I don't know what it was from, but basically it means bridging the stepping stone. So these flat pieces here would have been found, harvested, dragged for miles or whatever from the countryside, and just laid across the original stepping stones. Or in this case the stepping stones were raised up a wee bit, but stepping stone was the original way of crossing a river back 150 million years ago. And this is the next bridge, our famous arch bridge. I mean, originally at one time possibly would have been this cartway here running through the water, but when the floods got a bit higher or the pedestrians wanted to go across, they used this bridge here. Arches are a little bit cockeyed, but they've obviously used some kind of natural structure in the middle and then built off that. I don't know what you'd use for formwork, but it's still here all them years ago. I don't know if there have been any kind of handrails on this or not in the day. Yeah, quite a lot of intricate work in them stones, and you think of how old it probably is. There's always a bit of foxglove seems to be growing in there. Yeah, now this bit is Wycoller Hall. A little bit of a ruin, so the story goes. The man wanted to modernise it to attract a wealthy wife, but unfortunately he didn't. He mortgaged heavily and left it to his nephew, but his nephew couldn't make the payment, so it went back to the bank, and John Oldham, or whoever it was that ended up with it, he sold off the roof and the timbers and the porch and the flagstones to get some money back to invest in some sort of mill in Torden. So that was basically curtains for that. Let's have a quick look at the fireplace. A bit of a shame so it's an old building really, but what do you do? That was the fireplace there. I thought it suited more of some sort of kind of seating area, but what a grand thingy. It was inhabited until the 1900s or something apparently, so or part of it was. Another building over there, which I think by the looks of it much later addition. Right, next bridge is this little baby here. Definite much later construction. Lovely little bridge, but not really the sort of early type bridge we were looking at earlier. This is more like what we're on the lookout for today. Real simple, single piece of stone bridge. Vehicle way there. Let's shoot across and see what we think. Whee! Oh, looks like socket there and a socket there, which one time may have contained a might have had a handrail in there. Bridge and stairs at the same time, isn't it? Probably using some naturally formed or laid there bits of rock. That bit looks a bit rendered up there, whatever's gone on that bank, but like everything, I'm sure it's been rebuilt a time or two. Slippy them rocks down there, by the way. Next on the way is this little bridge, but it looks like it's got a poured concrete foundation on that, and it's a road bridge, so yeah, concrete bottom bridge. We'll get out the other side. Yeah, probably not. Right, I suppose if you think about it, that is probably the earliest type of bridge, where the very idea of bridge building came from. A couple of them little stones chucked down across a creek or whatever. Basically, the structural origins of those are very similar to what we've seen on the other bridges at, well, obviously not the arch ones, but the clapper bridges. And I don't suppose there'll be any kind of information about how old these bridges are, because people were probably making these since, God only knows. Anyway, there's more modern wooden bridge. Let's crack on and see if we can find any more. So this is Mongroyd Bridge. Not a vast body of water going underneath it, but it's a bridge all the same. That's it coming out the other side, so quite a long way over the Penhide Bridleway to get to it, but another bridge ticked off the list, 957 million to go. Right, I think this is going to be our last bridge. We are 1 mile away from Wycoller Country Park. down the Pennine Bridleway, and another nice little bridge here. It's well stone built. Can't actually see where it comes out, but you'll have to take my word for it. It's down there somewhere. Yeah, you can just see it there. So it's actually a genuine stone arch, not pipes. It's quite good, that maybe.